Before I tell you my name, before I tell you where I'm sitting, before I tell you what this show is about, I want to say something to the person who feels invisible today, the person who is singing to an empty room, the person writing lyrics in a notebook that no one else reads, the person who knows they have a gift but feels like the world is too loud, the algorithms are too crowded, and nobody is paying attention. I want you to hear this. Talent does not need the world's permission to exist. Your voice matters right now, exactly where you are. Sometimes the most brilliant diamonds are still sitting in the rough, just waiting for the right light to hit them. Do not stop singing. Do not stop writing. Your stage is being built. Welcome to the World's Mayor Experience. My name is Joshua T. Berglan, and in the broadcast world, they call me the World's Mayor. And in the Bafut Kingdom, they call me Tala, which means father of the land. I'm broadcasting to you live from Data Estates in Limbe, Cameroon, and my health and spirit have never been stronger. We talk a lot on this show about breaking out of the systems that hold us back. If you are struggling and need real answers, do not rely on mainstream algorithms. Go to my custom search engine called the Archives, built right into my platform. Type in your struggle and let the library serve you with thousands of free resources. If you are a creator who is tired of waiting to be discovered, it's time to build your own stage. I have updated and re-released my book, Media Company in a Box, and I am now offering brand new services to help you build an uncancelable, sovereign media platform so you can monetize your story. You can see how I built mine at joshuatberglan.com, which brings me to my guest today. Every once in a while, you stumble across a hidden gem that absolutely stops you in your tracks. I recently heard the music of a 19-year-old artist right here in Cameroon, and I was completely blown away. His voice, his talent, and his passion are undeniable. His name is Ungong Lolak, and I hope I pronounced that correctly. My goodness. But the world, this is what's important, the world is going to know him as Maxtyper. He is a singer and a songwriter with a deep passion for creating pop music and sharing a powerful message through his lyrics. He doesn't have a massive record label backing him. He is building his dream right now using BandLab, SoundCloud, and TikTok. He is the definition of a sovereign creator, and I felt the world needed to hear his story today. Please help me welcome an incredible rising star, Maxtyper. Max, it's an absolute honor to have you here. How are you today?
I'm good, and you, sir?
I'm doing well. I'm very, very grateful to have you here. As I said in the intro, but I've even told you privately, when you sent me your music, I was blown away. I was blown away. I was like, what? A 19-year-old created this with no help? It's absolutely amazing. And when people hear your music and go, there's no way a 19-year-old created this by himself, I mean, you're going to inspire so many. So I'm extremely grateful to have you here.
Thanks. I'm glad to be here.
Now, before we get into the questions, I want to ask you, what are you grateful for today and why?
I'm grateful for my life and everything God have done for me. And I'm also grateful to meet you because I've never met another person who liked my music. I only met people who just told me that music is not important in the society.
All right, listen. So, ladies and gentlemen, check the show notes. You're going to see links to his music. And when you hear it, you're going to be blown away. Like, he belongs on the international stage. I honestly see movies using his music because, again, the lyrics are incredibly powerful. I'm just blown away by him. So the fact that you just said that, Max, I can't even believe you just said that because you are so talented and your art is beautiful. So let's get into the questions before I get carried away giving you too many compliments. Now, you are only 19 years old, but your music sounds very mature. When did you first realize that you had a gift for singing and writing songs?
When I saw a musician called Ed Sheeran on the TV, So I started singing his lyrics. I mean, started singing his lyrics, and people saw me and say I can sing. So I just said I would want to be a musician because he inspired me to be a musician.
Is that it?
Yeah, I
Okay.
guess.
Now, your stage name is Maxtyper. That is a very unique name. Where did it come from and what does it mean to you?
It come from a Nickelodeon show called Max, the Thundermans. I took the Max there, and when I was just typing, I was typing what I saw the typer, so I merged it into Max Typer, and it means that I'm a one of a kind musician that I want to explore the world, and I want to also give out to people because I also give out to people a lot, even though I don't have, but I also give people. I guess that's what kindness means, and to be a musician, you need to give out to people so you can
Mm,
learn more.
mm. Now, you're very passionate about creating pop music. Here in Cameroon, there's a lot of different styles of music, including my favorite, Afrobeats. Why did you choose to focus on pop music and who are your biggest inspirations?
Well, I'm really good at pop music. I don't really understand Afrobeat. I don't really like it. Yeah, all my life I've been doing pop music. I've been seeing people singing pop music because we don't have a channel that shows any Afrobeat. So and my biggest inspiration is Ed Sheeran, Shawn Mendes. What they do, it inspired me to write pop music because I just love them. I once had a guitar. I bought the guitar because of Ed Sheeran because I saw him on the stage singing with the guitar. So I bought it and tried to learn, but it was so hard that I don't really know.
Well, I mean, honestly, the lyric I see your lyrics being used in Afro beats and house music eventually. So whether it's a DJ that takes your music and remixes it or not, you may like pop music, but I mean, honestly, your lyrics just go with so many different styles of music. I mean, even singing the hook on something hip hop, I totally can see. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm a big fan of you, and so there's nothing wrong with being a pop star, nothing at all. Now, you're a songwriter. Take us
Yeah.
inside your creative process. When you sit down to make a new track, what comes first, the beat in your head or the words on paper?
First, the beat in my head comes out before the word. So because you can't make a music without the beat comes first, then the word follows.
I like that. When I heard by the way, I also like when I ask you a question, you just answer. You don't, you don't. I'm so used to it, kind of shocked me. That's why I go, are you done? Because normally when you ask a question on a podcast, people go off on these 3 to 5 minute answers. And, and you and you had a 1 sentence answer and I didn't even know how to respond to it.
I don't really talk much. I'm an introvert.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Well, you talk pretty loud in your music, my man. I'm sorry to laugh, but it really made me chuckle because it caught me off guard. I've done so many interviews, and that was the shortest answer I've ever heard. Oh my god! Okay, there's nothing wrong with it at all. At all. It just caught me off guard. Okay, so so when I when I heard your music, I was completely blown away by your talent. But it can be hard to get noticed. What is the biggest challenge for a young independent artist trying to be heard in Cameroon today?
Like the biggest challenge, if you don't really do pop music, I mean really do Afrobeat, you never get heard. Like I've posted on TikTok many times, and only few people come, and they just come and like and go. They don't even talk. I even tried doing I tried doing a challenge for others, like on the app called Star Maker. Yeah, I tried doing Star Maker. I was popular there, but I went off. They blocked my account because they say something was wrong because I'm in Cameroon. That well, that was a problem. So I lost my account, and I then went to BandLab. I could not use the app, so I watched tutorials on YouTube and other stuff, trying to learn it, and I finally learned. And so I started producing my own pop music, my own style. Then I started sharing out to people, telling them how I did it, but they were not interested. They said it's a stupid music that they don't really understand the lyrics. That anything other than pop, other than Afrobeat is a stupid thing. So I was just really feel down. And I think anybody in Cameroon who is producing pop music will face difficulty to share it to others because people don't really like pop music in Cameroon. They only like Afrobeat and other stuff.
Well, I want to say something because that question, I mean, I could change the wording around, but it's a microcosm for most artists and creatives because on social media, you're you get a lot of people, like as you said, will just like and comment, love it, but they didn't even listen. I mean, I remember posts where I bared my soul and all people did was comment on the picture, or like, or they'll make some other comment that's not even related to the post, but they're commenting more on the picture, and it's like it's not real. And so even like if I have a video get 10,000 views or 20,000 views, I don't get an ego about it because I realize like how many people actually are my people. And social media is misleading that way. But the one thing that I've learned over the years, and this is why I'm such a big advocate for independent artists creating their own platform, I call platforms websites. And the website is where you host all of your music and you host your art, your blogs, your books, your courses, your workshops. You host everything there. And the reason why is because the people that find your website, it may not be as many people that see you on social media. You may not get that dopamine high of 20,000 people or 10,000 people or 1,000 or even 100. You may not get that high, whatever feeds your ego, right? But the thing about your own platform, the people that come to your platform to listen to you, those are your people because they
Yeah.
sought you out. They left social media, they searched for you, they were using a chat bot, and then they found you. And so you may not get the masses, but you'll find the right people. And it really only takes the one to change your life. You know, I'm a big, and I could go on to this sermon for a long time talking about the power of true media, not social media. But one of the things that I love to help teach you to do is build your own platform. That way, you know, you are drawing people in, but also by having your own platform, you have an opportunity to truly expose yourself to an international audience when you're using media the right way. Because so many people get stuck in Cameroon because they're only using social media and they just get stuck in this echo chamber of Cameroonians. And I love Cameroon and I love Cameroonians, but y'all's message, the Cameroonians' message is stuck here. Like no one knows about what's gone on here the last 12 years. No one, you know, the true talent of Cameroon and the art, the agriculture, the amazing chefs, the amazing artists, the amazing musicians, your messages are not being heard by the rest of the world. But I guarantee you, you start utilizing media the right way, you're going to start getting discovered and start having these opportunities to travel and get on stages outside of Cameroon. I think that's the secret. I think that's the secret to changing everything for artists in Cameroon. Okay, my sermon's over. Now you use apps like BandLab, TikTok, and SoundCloud to get your music out there. How important is your smartphone and the internet for sharing your art to the world?
It's very important because I can't like do anything without it. It's like in my own machine, my own studio, and I really appreciate the phone because I had one that was not working, but I bought this one just in case, so I can produce music and every other thing. And I think I'm going to get a laptop, and I'm trying to get that so I will be in an experience to producing the music because I'm going to download more apps more than BandLab because the music I'm using, the one I'm using on BandLab is not really that great. It sounds like it's not professional. So I need to get a laptop and put I'll redo all the music I do, so the music will sound like a professional mix. Because now for me it's not really that good though. It's like a child just play on it. The beats are out, the lyrics are out, but it's not really that good for me.
Yeah. Well, and that's another thing too, is that there's so much cell phones now, you can do so much, and there's so many other opportunities, like just using the internet. Like there's so many free media resources that Cameroonians can use, including yourself, to start getting your message out to the world. But for whatever reason, they're not familiar to people here. So
Yeah.
I'm happy to assist you in any way I can, showing you some little tricks that can help you get your message out and start exposing you to new audiences. Now,
Thank you.
my pleasure. Now, you said in your bio that you want to share your message through songwriting. If you had to describe the main message of Maxtyper in just one sentence, what is it?
Um, uh, I don't really know. Um, I can't answer that. I don't really know.
That's fair. Okay. All right. Let me ask you this. What do you want to be known for? Like when it's all said and done, at the end of your career and you're hanging out with your family, you're sitting on a porch somewhere, maybe the beach. I don't know. Like, what do you want your legacy to be?
Well, I want to be known as the guy who left Cameroon and introduced pop and become a pop star out of Cameroon. And I want also people to know about my own country, so people will know that I'm the one who left Cameroon and introduced like um left Cameroon and become a pop star out of Cameroon, international pop star. So people will know that there's a talent in Cameroon, so they can come, producer can come and collect other people who are struggling like me to become a musician. Not only Afrobeat to become pop musician in Cameroon, because I have many friends who are also trying, but they just failed and do other stuff. So I want to be known as that guy who introduced them to others.
I dig it. Now, there are people watching this right now who are about to go look you up. If they have never heard your voice before, which one of your songs on SoundCloud should they listen to first and why?
They should listen to Save Me because that was really hard to write. I It was an experience because I had a breakup. So I just took my pen and my note and my phone and just started recording the song. So it's really important to me. And I think that is the best song I've ever wrote.
Actually, I've heard that song and I love that song. I think
Thank you so
that's the song. Now that I think about it, I think that's the song that made me go, I want to interview
The
you.
song is special because coming from the heart.
Yeah, that song needs to be on all platforms. Have you figured out how to make music videos yet?
No, I don't really know about that. I don't really know. I've not yet figured that
Well,
out.
yeah, that adding a music video to that song, I think will be a good idea. Um, I
Yeah,
think
I
that would
think
be
I'm,
a great
I'm
idea.
going to figure that out.
Good, good. If I can do anything to help, let me know. All right,
Thank
listen,
you.
I want to give you the opportunity to share anything from your heart you want to share. Obviously, in the show notes, I'm going to put all the links where people can find your music and follow you on social media. But if there's any message that you would like to share to the world, please do so. You get the final word.
All right. I just want to say never stop dreaming. If you have a dream out there and you want people to notice you, you need to find it. Hard work does not you just don't you do not sit and wait for something to happen. You need to search, do your research and everything like I did. So if someone tells you that your music is not good or anything you're doing is not good, don't listen to people. Follow your dream and never stop dreaming because one day someone will notice you.